Okay, so Black History Month. Why is it useful for all of us, not just necessarily just black pupils? Why is it a useful kind of thing to look at and to study or do some work? Well, in your opinion, what do you think?
Well, the theme for this year's Black History Month in the UK is standing firm in pride and power. And I think that's really important because when you're looking at history, there are so many things that we have to learn from in order to get better going forward. I think that's just how history works. And hopefully over the years and the centuries, we just get better at being people. That's the way it should work. And I think Black History Month is a chance to think about what's happened in history and learn from it. That's why there's a lot of negative stuff in Black History Month, unfortunately, because unfortunately the world has got negative things in it. Racism, discrimination, xenophobia, all the things that make it difficult for us to get along. And in Black History Month, you can look at that and think about why it's happened and then learn from it together, because no one alive now invented any of these horrible things. That's really important to remember. We're just born into the world, and if we can't learn from what happened, we can't go forward. At the same time, standing firm in pride and power, there's a lot to be proud of. There's a lot of contributions made by many different people, particularly in the UK. Remember, Great Britain is called Great Britain because it's got a great number of different communities living in it, you know? So if we can't learn from each other and celebrate each other, we're never going to go forward. And I think that Black History Month is a real opportunity to learn from the past, to celebrate lots of different contributions, to join in the celebration, because a lot of Black history is full of joy and parties and celebration and creativity. And I feel like that's good for everyone.
Well said, Jeff. That's brilliant. But also, what's interesting when you look back at history, obviously, there are lots of obviously very bad and difficult things in all sorts of ways, in all sorts of areas. But it's amazing when you find the people and the bravery of certain people in it.
Yeah.
That you're not really ever heard of, you know. I think that's one of the wonderful things is that, as you said, there is a lot of bad stuff and there is a lot of negative stuff, but there's also the most incredible stories of courage of people you never even heard of before, and they're huge examples to all of us, you know. So I think that's one of the wonderful things about looking at it, and it opens up history in all sorts of areas to do that.